In July 2017, what should have been a nostalgic reminiscence about the Whitaker family's 50th annual reunion instead became the subject of intense psychological study when all 23 attendees discovered they had fundamentally different memories of who had been present at the gathering. The discrepancy emerged during a casual conversation at their 2018 reunion when Eleanor Whitaker mentioned her enjoyable conversation with cousin Gregory, only to be told by multiple family members that Gregory had called to apologize for his absence that day. "We all remembered talking to different people who couldn't possibly have been there," explained Dr. Jonathan Whitaker, a neurologist who was present at both reunions. "What makes this case unique is the consistency of each person's false memory and the complete conviction with which each family member held their contradictory recollection." The Whitaker family reunion, held annually at Lake Champlain in Vermont, had been meticulously documented through photographs, videos, and a formal sign-in book, a tradition started by family patriarch Samuel Whitaker decades earlier. When the family reviewed this evidence from the 2017 gathering, they made a startling discovery. Each member's phantom guest was indeed absent from all documentation. Martha Whitaker, 72, vividly recalled spending over an hour discussing her grandson's college plans with her sister-in-law Patricia. Yet Patricia had been hospitalized in Colorado that weekend following minor surgery. "I remember the exact outfit she wore, the lemonade she spilled on her sleeve, even specific advice she gave about university applications," Martha insisted in interviews with researchers. "If you told me she wasn't there, I'd think you were playing a cruel joke." Similarly, Thomas Whitaker, 58, maintained he'd played 3 rounds of horseshoes with his cousin David, including arguments about scoring and a celebration drink afterward. Phone records confirmed David was in Seattle during the entire weekend, a fact Thomas acknowledged while still unable to reconcile with his detailed memories. What particularly interested memory researchers was that no two family members shared the same phantom memory. Each person recalled interactions with one absent relative, while correctly remembering all other attendees. Even more curious, no living family member was doubled. No one reported seeing Patricia talking with Martha while simultaneously observing her elsewhere. Dr. Elizabeth Cortland, a cognitive psychologist at Dartmouth who studied the case, noted its unique features. False memories are common, but they typically follow suggestion or arise from confusion between similar events. The Whitaker case stands out because these detailed memories emerged spontaneously, without external influence, and affected everyone present without exception. When researchers interviewed the phantom attendees, several reported experiencing unusual thoughts about the reunion despite being elsewhere. Gregory Whitaker described suddenly thinking about his cousins while at a business meeting in Chicago that weekend. "I had this overwhelming urge to call Eleanor around 2 p.m. I even stepped out of my meeting to do so, but then realized I had no reason to call and went back in." This timing aligned perfectly with when Eleanor claimed to have spoken with him at the lakeside. Medical and psychological examinations of all family members revealed no cognitive impairments, drug interactions, or other factors that might explain mass confabulation. Environmental testing at the reunion site showed no unusual compounds in the air or water. Weather records indicated clear skies with mild temperatures, ruling out heat stress or other environmental factors. The case attracted attention from parapsychologists who noted the location's proximity to a zone with historical reports of unusual phenomena. However, no evidence of paranormal activity was documented, and most researchers favored neurological or psychological explanations. Dr. Cortland's team published their findings in the Journal of Anomalous Experience and Cognition in 2019, proposing a novel theory of distributed memory contamination in close family groups. The shared genetic background of family members combined with deep emotional connections and shared history may create unique conditions for memory anomalies that don't occur in other social groups, she wrote. The Whitakers continue to hold their annual reunion, now with detailed documentation procedures recommended by researchers. No similar incident has occurred since 2017, though family members report being more attentive to their interactions and keeping notes during the gatherings. "We've learned to be more present with each other," Eleanor Whitaker reflected, in a 2021 interview. Whether it was some strange brain glitch or something more mysterious, it reminded us how precious and sometimes fragile our shared experiences can be. The case remains one of the most well-documented instances of collective false memory not attributed to suggestion or external manipulation, challenging researchers' understanding of how memory functions within close family units.